Welcome to Connecting Spirit and Guides with medium Christine Siebold. Christine has been a psychic medium for many years, and with the help of her grandmother, she was able to strengthen and hone her abilities. As she grew up, she began using her gift to help people find answers to important life questions that they needed guidance and direction for. She's committed to providing the closure, direction, and guidance people need to move forward with their life in a more positive light. Right here on Connecting to Spirit and Guides with medium Christine Siebold.
And here she is, the amazing Christine Siebold. Hey, Chris, how are you?
Good. Hi, John. How are you?
Good to be with you again. Welcome
Yep.
back on
Thank
a
you.
Monday, and welcome to our audience. And we have a special guest tonight,
We do.
and we're looking forward to bringing her on. If you guys listened to last week's show, you may have an idea who we're talking about. Last week, she called in and gave me an impromptu reading and just blew us both away, Chris and I. And we're looking forward to showing her pretty face today and having a chance for you guys to interact with her. So, but before we get to our guest, we're going to talk about the week. So, Christine, how was your week?
I was busy.
Very busy.
Yeah, and then you know, Mother's Day was busy, which was fun.
Yes.
A lot of rain here in New York. A lot of rain. So
And your daughter had a birthday?
yeah, Saturday was my daughter's birthday, and then yesterday was Mother's Day. So the whole weekend was just full of, dinner, food, gifts, dinner, food.
Celebration. That's great. That's great. You had a good Mother's Day then, huh?
I did.
Good. Well, I want to let people know that if they have a question or they want to call in for a free on-air mini reading, they can call 323-524-2599, 323-524-2599. We do not see the Facebook comments until after the show, but be sure to let us know that you're there and give us a like or a love, whichever you prefer. And again, call in 323-524-2599. And without further ado, I'd like to bring on our special guest. Let's bring on our amazing Wendy. Hey, Wendy. So now they get to see you. Last week they got to hear you, and that was your first time ever doing a Facebook Live and first time doing a radio show, and actually even a first time doing a reading for somebody remotely, right?
Over the phone.
Yeah.
Just
Wow.
I've done FaceTime and Skype, but not where I couldn't see the person.
Yeah.
And I haven't gotten to see you yet, John. So
I know.
We're still waiting.
Everybody's
still waiting.
I'm the mystery man. I'm the mystery man behind the curtain, yes. But no, we're happy to have you with us. Very happy to have you with us. And so we will open the phone lines very shortly. And so once again, let's recap from last week. You two met at a special event, mediumship training, right, for advanced mediums with John Holland, right? And I have a picture here on the screen for people to see. And there you are. I think, are you sitting right up front in the middle?
Yeah, she's sitting to my right.
Yeah, I see. Okay, there you are. Yes. All right. And you guys had a great time and still, I guess, processing everything that happened 2 weeks ago?
yes.
Yeah.
It was very powerful.
Yeah. No, it's great.
It was a lot. It was a busy weekend.
Yeah.
Busy weekend.
Yeah. A lot to try, a lot to explore, a lot to think about, a lot to research.
Mm-hmm. So tell us, how did you get started in this work, Wendy?
Some people are born with this gift like Christine is,
Mm-hmm.
and some people come across it after losing a loved one.
Okay.
And my first psychic teacher, that happened to her, Melissa Peel, and it happened to me too. I lost a loved one and felt a deeper connection and of course the desire and want to connect,
Mm-hmm.
and discovered that I was clairsentient. I could feel,
Mm-hmm.
and then with training on how to open up and how to trust myself,
Mm-hmm.
which is the biggest thing
Yeah.
in this, is to trust when you hear what you hear. That's where I've grown over time, in a short period of time, to what I'm doing now, which is a form of automatic writing.
Okay. Now, when you say automatic writing, explain it to us a little bit about that process, how that works.
Well, for me, it's a very quick flash of words and not, sometimes it's not even that, it's just my hand kind of moving, writing across the page, and to the point where I don't know what it has said, and then I need to read it to find out what the true meaning is. And mine is a little bit different than just straight, I guess, automatic writing, because I use my clairsentience to touch people's names, which is what I did with your reading, and get information for you, or bring people through for you in particular. So that's how it's kind of developed over time. It's always changing and growing, as you know, Christine knows. As you tune in, as they tune you in, you develop new skills, and they lead you on your path, because they want you to be the best messenger you can be for them.
All right. And so how long have you been doing this then?
The automatic writing, not since 2014, so
Okay.
not very long.
Okay. All right. And you enjoy doing this work?
It's what Janet Nohavik, who was with John Holland, it's a devotion. It's something that I could never turn my back on.
Something that called out to you, huh?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it means so much, because I get to help people.
Yeah.
I get to heal people with the messages that I bring through, and the selfish, I guess, little part of it is I get to feel the love from the other side that I wish I could share with the other people, with the people that are across from me. But I am the one who gets to see them again and have a conversation and ask them questions and feel the love that they are trying to bring forth. And I just hope that I'm communicating it effectively to the people that are here.
Well, I was very impressed with my reading, and you didn't know me, and you just did this on the fly last week, and I played it for a couple people, and Chris and I talked about it afterwards, and we were very, very impressed. And you come from a very sincere, heart-centered place when you do this. You can tell there's no ego. It's a beautiful thing. So thank you very much for what you're doing. And we all need a little love, and so I don't think that's selfish at all that you get to experience the love. I mean, a lot of times when we're doing readings for folks, it's all about what we need to learn in the process when we're reading for somebody. It's a student-teacher, teacher-student kind of relationship, and I'm very touched by your reading. So peacefulenergyhealing.com is your website, peacefulenergyhealing.com. And if folks would like to find out more about you and the services that you offer, they can go to the website, correct?
Yes, absolutely. Please. Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you for being with us. I know this is new ground for you. I mean, yesterday or last week, I'm sorry, you called in, and then this week you're here on video with us, and we thank you so much for that. And Christine, so are you going to do some double linking today, or?
Well, we're gonna see. We're gonna try. She hasn't done it before, so we're gonna see what we can do. We're gonna.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So let's give a big warm welcome to Wendy when she does, and just bear with her when she's doing readings. Chris has been doing this for a while, and Chris will probably take the lead and then bounce back and forth with Wendy. And Wendy, if stuff comes through for you, you'll just speak up and let us know. And I'm trying to get some callers because I know people are shy to call in, but I'm double checking to make sure we are live on Facebook and everything is going out okay. This is a live show. So again, the phone number 323-524-2599. Yep, it shows everything is live, everything is good. All right, so folks, go ahead and call in now, because if you wait till about the end of the show, we'll run out of time. And if you call in early, we can get to you quicker and be able to spend more time with you on the line. So just to let you know, 323-524-2599. Okay, so Wendy, what do you think is one of the more challenging parts about doing this work?
It's, to me, it's getting over your I guess it goes back to, again, what Janet and John said at our class, is walking through the fear and the fire of your human doubt, your lack of trust that you're hearing the messages that need to be said, and you're seeing what you're seeing.
Yeah.
So, because we learn not to like, oh, well, that's imagination.
Yeah.
Or that, that you thought of that.
Yeah.
But when they come up with some they come up with some zingers.
Oh, I bet.
Like, really? Okay, let me say that, and I'm just gonna let that come out of my mouth and see how they respond. If they respond favorably, it's like, oh,
all right. So don't shoot the messenger kind of moment, right?
Right.
And Christine, what do you think? Because I know Spirit uses the imagination sometimes to have you speak things that are impressed upon you. So how do you know the difference between imagination and what they're telling you?
Well, it's very different. And you, after you do this for a while, you learn to disseminate. What am I hearing? I hear mostly when I hear them through my right ear. So I've gone back and watched some of the videos, and I see myself like going like this.
So
you know what I'm saying? You don't even realize you're doing it. And I'm like, I was sitting with my brother yesterday, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I keep leaning to the right, like I'm listening to somebody.
So clairaudience then. Clairaudience.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly. And the hardest thing is you have to trust that what they're telling you is correct. And you just have to, you learn after a while, after they prove you wrong, after like the 5th time, you're like, oh, okay. I give, I'm just going to say, peanut butter and, celery or whatever, whatever they're saying to say, or Elvis Presley or whatever they're coming through with. You just learn like, it's going to be correct, and you have to trust yourself, and you have to trust them.
Now, do you feel the energy of them when they come through? Is this something like you can tell if they're excited or if they're feeling, I mean, because I used to think that on the other side there was no sadness. I thought that there was no duality because, on the other side it's heaven, it's so it's all positive. So do they experience those emotions when they come back to Earth to communicate with us?
Well, here's the difference. When you're a medium, if the person was always a sad person, and, you're acting happy, they're gonna say to you, that's not how my brother was. So basically, what they do when they come through is they behave. They have to validate. We have to validate that it's them. They have to validate to me that it's them. So if someone is sitting in front of me, and I'm hearing things and I'm talking to you about it, I'm gonna want to know that that's correct. So they come through as they were when they were here. Okay. That's how they come through. They're not going to come through as a completely different person.
Okay.
They come through how they were. Doesn't mean that they're sad now or anything like that.
Okay.
It means that they're validating who they are and they're showing you who they are. So that's how they're going to come through. And so if they were loud in this lifetime, they'll be loud when they come through.
Okay.
Yeah. If they were full of energy, there's sometimes I feel like I'm just going to fall out of the chair. They come at you and you can feel their energy.
And that's through clairsentient, as Wendy was talking earlier about feeling the energy. So there's different clairs. The clairs are clairaudience, which Chris relies on a lot, right? With when you were saying you lean more towards the right to hear the messages. And then Wendy relies more on the feeling that she gets. And Wendy, can you explain a little bit about how that works? How do you interpret a feeling into a message?
You can feel the height of a person. You can feel if they're older or younger. You can feel the type of hair that they may have, or if they have facial hair. You can definitely feel emotion.
Okay.
You can feel if they feel like very educated or they're just funny. Sometimes they come through hysterically funny. And then they build on that. With words and thoughts and, the message that they want to get through too.
Okay. So feeling, so it's interpreted. So feeling, and then there's also claircognizant where you just know, correct? So claircognizant is where you just know that you know. That's an interesting one to try to explain, I think, because that one kind of works with all the senses. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So when you say like you feel, because in many ways you're interpreting, but it's a feeling. How, like you said, you can feel how tall they are. You can feel their hair. So I'm thinking, that's an interesting sense, really.
Yes.
That's a sixth sense, and we were using your third eye, right, to pick up that information. So I actually see sometimes too when readers are reading that. I look at them when they're reading, and I can actually see their third eye sort of enlarging and like contracting, and it's just like, wow, it really is. I mean, if you stare, like for instance, your hair is covering you, but if we stare at Chris when she's reading, just folks, gaze upon her forehead while she's reading and see if you can see what I'm seeing. And we're going to put this to a test right now. Well, we just had a caller, and it looked like they just hung up. So hopefully the call lines are working okay. We'll get back to the call lines in a second. But I do want to say, folks, to please call in, because if you're asking on Facebook, we don't see those comments until after. So I know you might be a little shy, but it's better to call in and so we can hear your voice. I know we have some first-timers out there. I see Melissa and Sandra. And so again, these comments scroll really quickly, so I don't get to keep up with them. But if you can let us know that you're there by giving us a like button, that would be great. All right. So, so I was back to talking about the third eye, and it's almost something physical that I actually see. I don't know if I'm seeing it with my spirit eyes or what, but when a reader is really tapping in, I can almost see their third eye enlarging. And, I don't know if you guys have seen those funny sunglasses where it's 3.
Oh, yeah.
So I think ever since I've seen those, I look for that now, because it really brought a visual to me of what a third eye really is. And I know there's different exercises that you can do to open your third eye so that you see with your spiritual eyes, and that's through meditation. And so do you guys have a practice that you do to help you tune in and to get more clarity?
Yes.
Okay, when do you want to start with yours? And Chris, we'll go to you.
Okay, I do a chakra meditation. So, and you can do this when you're driving, surprisingly.
Wow. Okay.
So yeah. So the easiest thing that I do is that you want bright colors for your chakras, and you start with red, and then you move up the chakras. So it's orange, yellow, green, light blue, dark blue, purple, and then I add spirit, which is white.
Okay.
And then add spirit going down to all the chakras. So white, purple, white, dark blue, white, light blue, white, green, white, yellow, white, orange, white, red, and then connect to the earth, and then pull the earth up. So I'm fully connected, heaven and earth.
Okay.
And
keep talking.
Example of doing that, you can do that on a walk. If you want to, I'm looking for the color red. Okay. Now I'm going to go to the next chakra. I'm looking for the color orange, and you find something orange. And that's what you can kind of do when you're driving. Construction signs are great for orange.
Okay.
On your drive. But yeah, so it really helps me calm and feel very connected to heaven and earth that way. So
let's go over the chakras really. So chakras are energy centers, correct? So they're the spiritual centers in the body. So you said that there are, you believe, 7?
And
you add spirit, which is white.
Yes,
okay.
And I add earth.
Okay, and earth. Okay. So let's look at, I have a chart up here on the screen. I don't think you can see it, but the viewers can. So we have the red, which is the root. Then we have orange, which is?
Your creation center.
Okay. Then we have yellow.
Solar plexus.
And that rolls what?
That rolls your self-esteem, how you view yourself,
okay.
Your relationship with yourself.
Okay. And then we have green,
which is your heart.
Okay. The heart chakra. And we have blue, light blue,
which is your throat and your expression center.
All right. And then we have, it looks like purple, or
sometimes they show it as purple, and sometimes they show it as a dark blue, like a denim jean color.
Okay.
Indigo, so it's your third eye.
Okay, third eye we were just talking about. And then
purple is your crown.
Purple is the crown. Okay. Interesting.
And that's what connects you to spirit and helps you pull those messages through. So
and then they all work together. They all work together to produce. Yeah. Okay. Great. All right. Well, let's get our first caller on the line, and let's see how you guys can do a dual reading. Okay. So we have area code 207450. 207450. You're on the line with Christine and Wendy. Can we have your name, please, and where you're calling from? Don't be shy. Caller, can you hear us? 207. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, great. Hi. Welcome to the show. Can we have your name, please, and where you're calling from?
It's Kimberly, and I'm calling from Maine.
Kimberly from Maine. All right. And do you have a question for our intuitives tonight?
Just who they might see around me.
Okay. Is this a loved one in spirit, or do you want a spirit guide, or how would you like to communicate? Loved one in spirit. Okay. I'll turn it over to them.
All right, Kimberly, we don't have a lot of time, so it's Kimberly, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we don't have a lot of time, so can you give me the first name of the person that you're trying to get in touch with?
David.
Steve, okay.
Did you say David or Steve?
No, David.
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 Yeah.
Okay.
So okay.
It's a little hard for me to hear.
Yeah,
tonight.
that's okay. I'll reiterate for you.
Okay. David. Okay. Wendy, you want to go or you want me to go?
Well, in touching David's name, I'm feeling a high energy in like the upper stomach area, just under the heart. So it's a deep energy. And it's kind of tucked under the ribs, but in a high location. So I'm not sure what happened there, but usually the first sign has something to do with her passing. Can you jump in, Christine?
Yeah. Kimberly, was David on the younger side?
No.
Okay.
No, he had a very young personality type, but he wasn't younger. No.
Okay, so his personality was like young, like maybe a little immature.
No, not immature. He just was.
He's just
very full of life.
Okay, because I get like I feel young, like I'm young at heart. I feel young. I don't feel like my age is.
A youthful spirit.
Yes, yes, he was young at heart.
Okay.
Okay, so I get that. Okay, I get that he feels young. Okay, let me see if I can get him to. Let me see if I can get him to come through a little bit more for me. Okay. Let's see. Now, did he cross over? Oh my gosh, has he been gone for? I keep hearing 7, and I'm not sure what it means. How long has he been crossed over?
For 4 years.
4 years? Okay. Well, it feels like he's been gone
2012. So almost it'll be 5 years this year.
Oh, so that's 5 years. 12 and
yeah. 17. Well, it will be 5 years in September.
Okay. Okay. All right, Wendy, you getting anything?
He feels very far away. For me, I'm having difficulty picking up on him. He feels very far away. So I'm trying to call him closer.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you, Kimberly, it feels like he's been gone for a long, I don't know. Let me ask you a question. Did he take ill?
Yes, it was a sudden illness.
And
then passed within a few weeks.
Okay, because I feel like I'm tired and I need to rest. You know what I mean? I feel like my body's tired and I need to rest. I need to rest. Okay. And did he get hospitalized for this?
Yes, he did.
Okay. Because I'm seeing a hospital. Like I have to go into the and this is like you have to get him to the hospital?
Well, no. I mean he did need to go to the hospital, but it wasn't like it wasn't like a heart attack. He had a brain tumor.
No, so. Yeah, no. I don't feel like it's a heart attack. I feel like you had to, I don't know. It's like something happened and you have to get me to the hospital. It's not like a heart attack where I'm gonna die right there. Okay, you have to get me to the hospital. brain tumor. Okay, hang on. Let me see if I can get him to. Let me see if I can get him to talk, because he's not. Was this a private person?
No. I've had readings before, and he's usually like right there, and he has a lot to say usually.
Okay.
But it's been about a year since I've had a reading. So.
Okay, so that's a good amount of time, because some people get readings every month. Okay, so let me ask you, because here he comes. I feel him coming in. Okay, so did he lose? I don't know if he lost sensation in his hands, or he's having problems picking things up, or he's showing me that it's not working properly. Okay, I feel like his brain is not. He's having problems. Either picking things up, or he's losing sensation, or something is going on with his hands.
Yes, they thought he had a stroke.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, all right, he's coming in. I can feel him now. Okay. So, yeah, he's like, I don't know if he's having problems picking things up, and then, hey, how about his audible? I don't know if you can understand what I'm saying. I'm very confused. Does that sound correct?
Yeah, he was confused. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is like an episode. So did he have this for a while, and no one knew? Like there was little things. I feel like there's little breadcrumbs, like there's little things showing like there's something wrong with me, and I'm not going to the doctor. I'm not going to get help. I'm just going, right, I'm fine.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm not telling anybody. I'm covering it up because I don't want anybody to know.
Very stubborn.
But I'm losing. I don't know if he fell once. I almost feel like I tripped and I fell, or something. Something happened where I fell. But I'm losing control of my extremities.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, he fell off a dock.
Okay. Yep. Okay.
He was a lobsterman, and he fell off the dock in between his boat and the dock. Okay,
so that's the fall that I see. Okay, so let me ask you: when they find it, it's too late, right? I don't think it's operable. I think it's.
But it came back. It came back 2 weeks later.
Yeah. So it's really. I mean,
it was very aggressive.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, there's no stopping this. There's absolutely no stopping this. It's just coming at me hard and fast,
right.
hard and fast.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't even have enough time to like make sure my life is like, I have everything all buttoned up to where I feel like I can cross over and I have my financials and everything else taken care of. I don't feel like there's enough time for that either.
That was all taken care of. He just didn't really have any time to because of when it was discovered, he was at a point where he couldn't communicate very well. It had affected that part of his brain. So.
Okay. So is it that I'm trapped inside and I can't really communicate well?
Yes.
Okay. Whew. Okay. Wow. So this shuts him down. The brain tumor shuts him down. He shows me turning off light switches. Click, 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 click. Like his system shut down, right? He shuts down?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, it shut him down. Does he have children?
Yes, he does. It's my dad. So he had.
Okay. Do you have a brother?
Four children. He had 3 brothers.
Okay. Well, wait, no.
One of
He's talking about his children.
Do I have a brother?
Yes.
Oh, I have 2 brothers.
Okay. He's talking about your brother. And now, was there some concern that someone else in the family might get this, or it's like he's talking about the medical doctors are talking about something. And I feel like they're either warning or they're saying, could possibly, was there any talk like that with the doctors?
No, they're not quite sure if it's hereditary or there have been some cases where it has occurred in multiple family members, but it's not something that's been
Okay.
scientifically yet.
So I'm going to tell you from your dad, from where he's at right now, if anybody starts to have the autumn, it starts very slow. He said, get to the doctor. Don't do what I did. He's like, go right away, because what he had can be go down in the family. So he's like, any sign of it, he's like, get your butt to the doctor immediately.
So it could be genetic is the issue?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. He's talking about it possibly could be genetic. So that's just a heads up from dad, from where he's at. Can you tell me, did he have a dog?
Does he?
Did your father have a dog when he was here?
Not when he died. He did not have a dog, but we had 2 dogs growing up. Yeah.
Okay, because he talks about. Was he really close to the dog?
Yeah.
Okay, because he wants me to tell you that he has the dog with him. It's like a mid-sized dog.
Oh.
I think it's brown. And he just wants, the big thing he wants you to know is that he's okay, because I don't feel like he could tell you, he couldn't tell you, I love you, I'm going to miss you. He's like, there's so much I wanted to say. And he goes, nothing. Just nothing came out. I couldn't, I don't even think he could write if he wanted to.
No, he couldn't.
Okay, so he has all of this that he's wanted to say to you that he just could not get out. There's tons that he wants to say. Wendy, are you getting anything yet?
No, I'm not connecting in. Sorry.
Okay. All right. And do you have a pretty good sized family?
Yes.
Okay, because he shows me holiday or some celebration, and there's like a ton of people. So he talks about the size of your family, that you have a large family. And he talks about being missed. And I don't know what he's trying to show me. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say he was extremely missed by all of us. Yes.
Okay.
We always
it's
talk
weird.
about him that.
I don't know if there's a T-shirt or something with his face on it, or I'm not sure what he's trying to show me.
He probably wants us to have a T-shirt with this.
Okay, because he's like showing me like a T-shirt, and like there's his face on the front of the T-shirt. You know what I mean? And he's like bragging, So that must be everybody missing him. He's funny. He has a sense of humor.
Yeah,
and do you wear big heavy boots? He talks about wearing big heavy boots.
Yes. Okay. The T-shirt. There's a T-shirt that has his fishing boots, his lobster, the boots he wore. I guess they're kind of like big muck boots. And
okay, so that's what he's got.
He's
just putting it all together for me with the boots.
There's a T-shirt that has those, and a picture of his lobster trap with those boots on it.
Oh wow.
It just came to me. My mother has that T-shirt. Friends had that T-shirt made.
Oh, there you go. All right.
That is awesome. Okay, so he's coming in, and your mom is still here, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Whew, okay, that's a whole other.
And unfortunately, we're running out of time, so we need to move on. But hopefully that was some validation for you, and was helpful.
Yes.
And I just love this.
It's always nice to know that he's around.
Yeah. No, they're never more than a thought away. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for calling. We really appreciate it. And remember, this is recorded, so you can go back and listen to it on the replay. Okay.
Okay. Great.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you, Christine.
You're welcome. Thank you, Kim. Have a great night.
You too. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Okay. Wow, that was some specific information about the T-shirt with the lobster and all of that. So, yeah, that was great.
Yeah, the boots. He kept showing me the big boots.
Like,
talk about the big boots. He showed me, and sometimes they'll do that. They'll break it into pieces, and then it's mine and Wendy's job to figure out what exactly they're trying to show us.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And that's evidence, right?
Let them lead you. Let them lead you to where they're going.
Okay.
And they will always lead you in the right direction. Always.
And that's called evidential mediumship.
Absolutely. And that is how every medium should read. When you read for somebody and you can really do this, if you talk to a medium, they should be able to do what I do live when I'm on this show. They should be able to come up with things that I don't know.
Yeah. Right. Okay, so let's move on to our next caller. We have area code 970-799. 970-799. You're on the air with Christine and Wendy. Can we have your name, please, and where you're calling from? And if you're on a speakerphone, please use your regular phone.
Cynthia in Colorado.
Okay. And are you on a speakerphone, or are you...
No, I'm on a regular phone.
Okay, great. All right, because we were hearing some background noise. Okay, great. And do you have a question for Christine or Wendy?
Yeah, I was just wondering if I have a message from a loved one that's passed.
A loved one that's passed. Okay, and repeat your name 3 times, please.
Cynthia.
All right, thank you.
Okay. And where's she calling from again?
Colorado.
Okay.
Okay, Wendy.
All right, Cynthia. Do me a favor, because we don't have a lot of time, so I need you to give me the name of one person that you really want to connect with. And you have a couple.
Michael.
Somebody's jumping up and down going, me. So who do you want to connect with?
Michael, she said.
Michael. Okay.
Okay, so Wendy, you're writing down Cynthia and Michael's name?
Yes.
Okay. And then you're going to get some channeled information, and you'll share that along with Christine. So you're getting a dual...
faster than I am.
Well, you have to write everything down. Christine just says it, right? So, yeah. Okay,
so I'm going to let Wendy take this one.
Okay, Wendy.
She's making that face of me.
So
I can jump in and help double link.
Yeah. So just bear with Wendy. She's new to doing this. She hasn't actually done readings for people on the air before, so this is a new experience for her. So if you're willing to be patient with her, she's gonna see what information comes through.
I apologize. I honestly am feeling like I'm struggling tonight.
It's okay. Just breathe through it, hon. I hear kids in the background. Yeah.
So Michael feels like he's I don't want to say like a young man, but he's not like he got older. So like he's between he's like less than middle aged. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
He feels very strong to me. Like he's a strong, and I'm getting the word supportive, figure. Like he was very able to lift your spirits. So they keep having me underline supportive of you, supportive of family.
Yes.
And I'm getting more words: provider, like protection, big heart, a big-hearted guy. He would do like anything for his family. He'd do anything for you to be supportive, and they keep going back to that support nature of his. So he's coming through to me with a very big light around him, like almost like backlit, and I'm not sure why he's doing that. because that kind of reminds me of like the tunnel, like you go through. um,
so Cynthia, how old did you say he was?
He was 34.
Okay. And Wendy, you can keep going, but is there something going on with, did he have something going on with his, there's something with his chest, and he shows me his neck. This whole area is, something's wrong.
He committed suicide.
Yeah. So, and was it this?
Did he hang himself?
Did he hang himself?
No, he took a lot of pills, which caused him to have seizures, which caused his brain to swell and his organs to start shutting down.
Okay. So I had my chest area, and then my whole, everything in through my neck and my head started hurting me. So
yeah, his brain started to swell,
popping, and all kinds of stuff going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's almost like I suffocate. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Because he couldn't breathe on his own. They had him on a ventilator, a machine breathing for him.
Okay. So he shows me I'm suffocating.
Go ahead.
Okay. No, he shows me he's suffocating. Okay. And how is he related to you?
He was resuscitated a couple of times.
Yeah, but he's got damage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's got some damage, some brain damage from this. This damaged him.
Yeah.
Okay.
They said that they said that even if they could get his organs to start working, they didn't know if he would be brain dead or not.
Yeah.
He was. Wendy, just let me interrupt you for 1 second, okay?
Oh, you're fine.
Okay. I don't think he wanted to be found. What happened with that? Because I think he had something planned, and I think did somebody come home, or something happened that kind of wrecked his plan.
Yeah, he was living with his brother and his sister-in-law, and they weren't home, and he took the pills while they were gone. And then when they showed up, I guess they saw him. They didn't see him take the pills, but they saw all the pills laying all over on the counter with the empty containers. And then they saw pills inside the sink. So he had told them that he didn't take any of them. And then all of a sudden he started complaining of his body starting to hurt and that he couldn't breathe. Then all of a sudden he ended up on the floor and went into convulsions, and they called
this is almost
the
like,
ambulance and everything.
This is almost like, I'm going to tell you, I feel like I'm doing something. I know I don't want to be here anymore. And
yep.
Okay. And I have this planned, and I'm going to tell you, I think they came home early or something.
Yeah, I think he expected them to be gone longer, because they would usually leave and not come home at all, or not come home until very late.
And so it was like, so then it's like the your hands in the cookie jar, and he's like, I didn't drink those. He's kind of like, I didn't do that. Yeah. And they're like, oh yes, you did. And then that's when the body starts reacting.
He had been very suicidal before. He's always threatened to commit suicide. But, I mean, he used to slash himself. Even up until when he killed himself, he had been slashing his arms and his wrist and stuff.
Okay. Okay, Wendy, you want to take over?
So was this a personal relationship between you and him?
He was my husband.
That's what I thought. That was like a husband.
Yeah, because she keeps talking about him being supportive of you, supportive.
Yeah, no. And the light is like that tunnel thing that I got from him is like he's standing there. Let's see. It's like so they talk about the tunnel, they talk about the light and the vibration and crossing over, and he's like standing like in it as he shows himself to me, like struggling with with the crossing over bit. Like he struggled with that.
Yeah, I would believe that, because I don't think he actually wanted to commit suicide. I mean, I know he wanted to in a way, but I just don't really feel like he truly understood that, you know, once you're gone, you can't come back.
Correct, and you're not coming back.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you, I feel like with him, it's almost like a failure to launch kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like he tries things, but he feels like he can never get anything right.
Right.
Yeah. He had been in prison most of his life. He had only gotten out of prison maybe 3 months before he committed suicide.
He just, you know, and I feel he's like, give me a break. Give me a break. I feel like if something could go wrong, it would go wrong for him all the time. Like, you know, if 10 kids take a piece of candy and don't get caught, he's the one kid that would.
Yep. That's exactly right. He always, that's right. He always seemed to get the bad card in the deck all the time.
But he would keep trying. And he wanted to be that supportive person. But it was like at every hand that he was dealt was like, it was tough.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Okay. Are the children in the background, they're his?
I have one daughter from him.
Yeah, because I was going to say he talks about the little girl. And was she little when he crossed over?
Was she what?
How old was she when he crossed over?
She was 2.
Yeah, little. I'm gonna tell you right now
scary.
that's his one huge regret, is that he's like, I screwed up. Like, I'm gonna miss everything. That's his one thing where he's like, that's his heart. That's his heart. I don't know if he was close to her, if he was bad at showing affection, but I gotta tell you, this is his heart, this little girl.
Yeah, he was trying to get closer to her. I think he was a little upset that I think he thought that he got out of prison, and the first day that he met her, that she was going to be in head over heels, you know, because you always hear those stories about girls or daddy girls, you know what I mean? And I told him that things just needed to take its time, because she just didn't know him like that.
Yep,
but he was so hard-headed about it, and he was depressed about it. Like, she wasn't coming around fast enough. And I'm like, she's 2, and she's been alive for 2 years, and she's only seen you, you know, for a couple of months. You need to give it more time than that.
Yeah, and go ahead, Wendy.
That was his thought process. Like, this is what I want, but this is what keeps happening. It's almost like I am expecting the worst to happen after a while.
Yeah.
It's what I want. But
that's how he was, always black and white. Things had to happen fast, or they weren't just going to happen.
Right. Yeah. Right. And I mean, he was really looking forward. Like, I feel like he has pictures up in jail, and he has pictures of her on the wall. And he's like,
yeah, he did.
That's what he was looking forward to. He was like, I'm doing this for her. I'm going to get out. I'm going to go there. She's going to love me. You know, this is going to be perfect. And I think when it wasn't perfect, nosedive.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
I think that's how he lived. That's how his whole outlook in life was.
Yeah.
If things just didn't happen right then and there when he wanted it to happen, then he just gave up hope, and things just weren't going to happen. And then he would make them not happen because of his actions.
Mm-hmm.
His behavior. Yeah. His dad. Do you know if that wasn't a good relationship?
What was what?
With his father.
His relationship with his father.
His dad passed away when he was 3. He died in a house fire. So I know that was something he always wanted, missed.
So
it was like he looked for it.
Okay, because he talks about that relationship with his dad not being what he wanted it to be. So I think I'm going to tell you that I think that if he needs therapy, and I think that that's what led to a lot of his issues, is that he couldn't come to terms with that. He couldn't come to terms with never getting to know this man, just having pictures of him. You know, that was hard. That was like a big stumbling block for him, was just trying to get over that fact.
So it was a traumatic situation that led to chronic depression in his life.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Very good, John. Yep. It's basically what happened. And then the failure to launch from there, you know, just couldn't get it right. Did he have a stepdad? Do you know his mom remarried?
Yeah, he did have a stepdad who he loved and adored, and then he passed away too a couple of years before Michael committed suicide.
Yeah. So understand.
And then his mom died, which was his next best close thing to him.
So
his mom passed away while he was in prison, and I think it hit him harder than he let anybody else know.
Yep. Just I'm gonna tell you, I think it was more than he could handle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not that he didn't love you and your daughter. I think it was more than his soul could possibly handle. Just too much.
Yeah, I believe so.
You know, just too much. But, you know, he's allowing me to see. She's very cute. He's allowed. Do you know does your daughter like little princess dresses? Does she get dressed up in princess things?
Oh yeah.
Okay, because
she's a princess.
He shows me my little princess, and she's got like Beauty and the Beast. She's got all these little different dresses, and she's got the little high heels, and I think she likes all the Disney characters. And
oh yeah.
Okay, so this is what he's showing me. He's showing me pictures of his daughter. There is such a big love there, and he said, please, you know, just show her pictures of me. Tell her who I was. Tell her the good stuff only. But you know, just show her so that she knows who I was and who her dad was. That's really all he wants. It's very important to him.
Okay.
It's very, very important to him that she knows who he was, and that, you know, she has pictures of him and has somebody to identify with.
Yes, for sure.
Okay. And she's going to do, boy, she's a smart kid. Is she good with numbers?
Oh, yeah, she's good with everything. I don't know where she gets her smartness from.
Okay, yeah. No, I'm going to tell you, she's real good with numbers, and she's real smart. I don't know. I keep seeing Dr. MD on her thing, so you might be surprised at how well she does in life.
Yay.
Just saying.
All right. Well, thank you so much for calling.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Cynthia. Have a great night.
Thank you so much.
You too.
Okay.
You
all right.
too.
Bye-bye.
Well, bye-bye.
Wow. That was a powerful reading, you know, and
it's tough.
Yeah. Suicides are very, very difficult. And, you know, can we explain a little bit that, you know, suicides don't end up in, you know, what most people would think about going to the dark place or hell or what have you. I've been under the impression that suicides, from many readings I've had with people who I've read for people who had committed suicide, that they go to a place where they're rehabilitated. The soul is rehabilitated. So, and they get a chance to review their life and to, you know, figure out what went wrong, and it's in a loving place. It's not in a condemnation kind of guilt kind of thing. So if you lose someone to suicide, I know it's very tough for a lot of people because they just don't know how to handle the emotions, because, you know, it's a shocking situation, and it's left people with a lot of guilt, regret, anger, disappointment. I mean, you name it, the whole spectrum. And so, you know, but from your experience, ladies, do you believe that the soul goes on and is rehabilitated, and it's not condemned it's just maybe has to reincarnate and go through another experience to learn those life lessons that it cut short? Would you say that's true?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We go through it. We go through a healing process. We all go through a life review.
Mm-hmm.
Those that commit suicide, they go through a healing process, and they also kind of like a review of the life books, and they have special classes, you know, like how could you have dealt with this situation differently if it was able to be dealt with differently.
Yeah.
And they do, if they're part of your soul group, they'll definitely come back again and meet with you, and hopefully they will heal from those past experiences. Absolutely. There is no hell.
Right. And I know that religion, that is the fear tactics, the programming, and it's a form of social political control in many ways, in my opinion. But it's just the guilt, condemnation, in order to get you to conform, I guess, in many ways, and in some ways that works for some people. So I'm not condemning it. I'm just saying if it works for you, great. If it not, then there's other ways of exploring the path of spirituality, which is all I think it's in religions. Spirituality is in religions. It's just spirituality has a lot of what we call dogma, which is and spirituality is more alive. It's more about going with your compass, your heart, and following the direction. So very, very, very interesting take on suicides. And again, the movie that I always talk about, Astral City. Check out that movie, Astral, Astral City. That movie, interestingly enough, takes place where a guy he doesn't necessarily kill himself intentionally, but he has given up on life, and he's going through a period where he just wants to die, and he's slowly killing himself through routines and actions that lead to a delayed death, so to speak. But then when he gets over, he has to rehabilitate and go through that whole experience. It's a beautiful, beautiful movie. It starts out a little dark because he does end up in the gray area because he's not sure about going into the tunnel, as this man had said that he had some concerns about. But there are heavenly messengers that come down and do rescue or do lead you to the light or take you to the tunnel when you're ready to cross over. But it is all a free choice. So I just wanted to put that out there for folks, just to give a little clarification, because these calls are really tough when it's especially dealing with suicide. And I just love how his heart was going out to his daughter and to the mother, and just saying that he does regret what he did. And but please don't forget who I was. And it's really sad when you think about it, because if you think about mental illness and dealing with mental illness and how trauma can lead to mental illness, and how that can be a very difficult thing when you go through life and things just don't work out, and you just get to the point where you're just like, I can't deal with it anymore. I don't think people want to end their life, but they just want the pain to end. They want their circumstances to be different.
Well, they want help.
Yes.
And the thing is, the people around them need to recognize that they need help.
Yes.
And get them some help. They want someone to talk to. They want someone to understand them.
Right.
I think his feeling was that he was inside of his head and he couldn't get out, and no one was listening. And every time he tried to get ahead, something knocked him back.
Yeah.
And then he had people that he loved cross over. So it's just like pile, and then he hit the top, and he was like, I don't want to do this anymore. And they did come home early. They did.
Right.
He wasn't supposed to be found.
Wow. All right, well, ladies, it was an amazing show. We covered a lot in a short period of time. This show goes by so quickly. We're actually a little bit over time. We did have another call that was holding. I was going to get to you. If you would have stayed on the line, I would have went a little overtime. Sorry. If you want to call back in, you can. I'll open one more line, and otherwise we will end the show. So I just want to give a little extra time for that person if they do want to call back in, because I know they were holding during that reading. But
do we have any likes and shares for a drawing this week, or no? Should we do it next week?
Yeah, we're going to do it next week, but let's remind people, though, to share this video. So share this video, click in the comments that you shared, and tag someone. So hit on Facebook Live, hit the share button, then go into comments and hit the @ and tag a friend, letting them know that you shared the video. And then we will count those up, and we'll put them in a bin, and we will draw the names on the wheel for next week's show. So we'll combine those people who did shares last week and this week, and we will do a reading giveaway, 30-minute free reading giveaway for those who shared the show. Okay. And giving a couple minutes for the person to call back in. I don't know if she's Melissa. If you can call back in, go ahead. I think that's who it was holding, was Melissa. So Melissa, if you're still there, give us a call back. Otherwise, we will be back next week, same time, same place, here at ubnradio.com. This show does live on as a podcast, so it can be reviewed on Stitcher, iHeart, on TuneIn, on various different podcast outlets, iTunes, and also can be replayed on Chris's page as well. Just go under the video section on Intuitive Medium Christine's page, and you can replay the video.
And I also have a YouTube station, intuitivemediumchristine.com. So all of them are also on YouTube.
On YouTube, great. All right, so we'll give a couple more minutes for Melissa to call back in if she's going to. If not, we're going to end the show for the evening. But we want to thank our callers. We want to thank everyone for listening. We hope this has been enlightening for you. It's been helpful, and let's see. So, okay, April, I'm going to read a couple of Facebook comments. April says, I was very interested in the info that was presented. Thank you so much for your time. I love you, ladies. This is from April Shea. Kristen says she shared. Rebecca's telling Melissa to call back in. Karen Ann said she's going to watch it again. So those are the comments that I can see right now. Normally, I don't see many of them because it's a whole different setup here. But we will be doing something where we will be integrating the comments in the future into the Facebook. So once you say it, you may have a chance to see your comment go live. So it'd be pretty cool. All right, well, I don't think Melissa's calling back in, so we're going to go ahead and close the show. But thank you so much, Wendy, for joining us. Please check her out at peacefulenergyhealing.com. That's peacefulenergyhealing.com. Wendy, did you have a good time?
I did. It's amazing to see Christine work.
Yeah,
and
she's great.
I'm just thankful for the invite. It was amazing. Thank you.
Well, you did great too, and I know this is only your second time reading for somebody on the phone, so that was great. So Christine, thank you as always, and
Welcome.
We will see you guys.
Thank you, Wendy.
So we're going to see you guys next week, same time, same place. Be sure to share the video to win actually to be entered into the drawing to win a 30-minute video. I'm sorry, reading. 30-minute reading with Christine. Share the video to be entered to win, and we will do the prize wheel next week on the show. All right, guys. Thank you. Take care.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Have a good night.